All right, welcome everybody. This is Little Cheddar. Along with me in the booth here is, check this guy out. It's going to say Matt Strong, but that's okay.
I don't make sharp things.
No, you don't. Get yourself on the camera, man. There you go. Everybody recognize this guy? Mr. Bill Sorensen. Rep for Jacoby Q's for the last 2 years, I believe.
Oh, it's a lot longer than that.
A lot longer than that?
Yeah. As a player rep, it's probably been 10 or 12 years.
Wow. Fantastic. Anyway, we got a match going on between Tom Rosemeyer and Tylor Westhuis. Thank you, everybody, as always, for tuning in to WIBHOF weekend here at Varsity Club in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. We're going to be streaming all night yet. Not sure what we've got going on for the rest of the evening, but I know it's going to be good. Right now, if you follow along on the CompuSport app, there is a feature, and I mean a feature match going on table number 24 over there between Dave Coles Jr. and John Fields. That's a humdinger there. So get on over, watch the bracket, and you can actually watch the live scoring from the app itself. Every time they win a game, you'll be able to see it. So I wish we were streaming it.
Yeah, that'd be a good one.
That would. All right, we are tied at 0-0. They decided to start without me.
Hi, everybody out there. Maya's in there.
Oh, Jesus. What's going on, Maya?
Fred Renner.
Pete Beshta, liking and sharing as well as Salsa Man. Love it.
These guys got quite a battle going here at the 6-ball.
I say, as soon as Tom shoots this shot, we're going to swing on over to... Oh, never mind.
That's a nice bank shot. Very good position.
The match just concluded over there between Little John and Dave Coles. I don't know who won.
Yeah, I see John packing up his stuff.
That may not mean anything. He may have won and, All right, we're not going to go over there. Jim. I am able to stream other matches, but I have no way of keeping score or I mean there's 15 bar box tables in here. And this I just started the stream again. So, yes, I could stream multiple tables.
If I've written this right, it looks like John won 7-1.
Holy cow. Yeah, John's shooting good. So he is packing up for a win.
That's what he gets for not drinking.
Yeah, right? All right, Tom, for the first victory of this match. Pockets the 9. Boy, Tylor looks so happy in his picture, doesn't he? Looks like somebody just ran over his dog or something. Dude, smile. Must have been from yesterday's colonoscopy. I'm sorry.
Did he say if they found any little cheddars?
Oh. And Bill's starting out with the lines already. Excellent. All right, let's see what's going on in the rest of the room, shall we? Kind of give you an update if you want to see what's happening in the rest of the room. Nope, never mind. We're just going to scan a little bit. We've got Corey Peterson and Jeff Gerald Martin playing right there. Let's see what else we got going on in the room. Right there is Danya Bundy, and she is playing Vincent Didio. Right there is Derek Tauschik, and I believe he is playing Shelley Drake. Yes.
Yep.
We've got Dave Searing playing right there against. I have no idea. And then there's Mason and Little John are not playing. All those big tables that you see right there in the middle of the screen is all the one pocket matches that are still left.
Dave's playing Jamie Welch.
Ah, excellent.
And Jamie's up 4-1 on that.
All right, so you asked if we could check in on other matches. Let's do that. Give me a second. Little weak on the controls at the moment. There's Fred Reiser. There's Z-Man, Mike Zahalka. There's Sean Henning.
That dirty guy right there.
That son of a that. Jeez. I think Z-Man is playing. Who is that there?
I'm not sure who that guy is.
All right, let's check out this match. We'll get back to moving the camera around a little bit. Hey, Michael Parker. What's happening, my friend?
So I seen you setting up, doing some of the videos on the table there.
Stroke zone.
On the stroke zone.
Oh, look at this kick by Tom Rosemeyer. Holy cow.
That's a great shot.
Perfect shape on the 3-ball.
Yeah, everything rolled real nice.
That's the beauty of 9-ball.
The 2 went through a little window there past the 9.
Yeah. Nicely done.
Have you done any of those matches for Stroke Zone yet?
Not a 1. No, unfortunately.
Suppose it's been pretty busy and had to use it for the tournament for all the tables.
Yeah, and so Doug Garn is the tournament director this weekend, and in conjunction with John Kramer and myself trying to we've got 15 bar boxes, and Doug made it very clear that we have to use the stream table, otherwise the tournament is not going to get finished tomorrow. So we've got 96 players, 3 different divisions. We have 18 juniors coming in tomorrow to play as well. So he said we might have some time later on tonight, definitely tomorrow, being able to use or do a little bit of stroke zone.
Looks like Z-Man's playing Nick Anderson, and he's up 4-3.
Aha.
Z-Man is.
Yeah, that's one guy you got to watch out for. That Z-Man he's not dead yet.
No.
Playing some good pool lately. All right, 2-0. All right, gotta mute the mics when we get a knock at the door. You never know what somebody's gonna say. It's a good shot.
Yep. Nice touch. I try to hit something that soft, and the cue ball would end up by the 9 ball, the 2 ball right in the middle of the table.
Yep, me too. Yeah, that was well played.
Either that or I barely get it off the end rail. Don't even come close.
Yeah, don't even hit the 2.
See, I just can't find that middle ground. It's either one too hard or one too soft.
They are. You've been playing a lot of pool lately, huh? Well, you were, and then you took some time off for the summer.
Yeah, this summer I didn't play nearly as much as I did the last 2 summers. I still played occasionally a little tournament here and there. Went to Vegas for APA teams. But other than that, I didn't really do a whole lot. Got very little practice in right before I went to APA and haven't practiced much since.
That's why those shots are hard for you and I.
Yeah. Well, I tell you, speed control for me has always been one of my biggest
that
issues.
Cue ball is going in.
I was saying it 20 years ago. If I could have controlled the cue ball speed better, I'd have been a master a lot sooner than I was.
Yep, you and I both. That's one of the kind of the disappointments of not being able to play stroke zone this weekend, because it's 100% offense. You know, it's not 8 ball, it's not 9 ball, it's not 10 ball. Not a knock on any other games. I love them, but it's all offense. You know, everything you do is offense. There's no break. There's no safeties. There's no nothing. Everybody gets the exact same shot to score points. It's pretty cool.
That's why I think something like that would be pretty good for me. I come from a lot of last pocket background to start with, and just regular straight in before I played BCA or anything like that. So that's all offense too. So
yep, for sure.
I get too aggressive in 8 ball.
You and I both. I want to run out. I want to make that, award-winning shot, to try to wow the crowd. Doesn't work.
Sometimes I don't even have to wow the crowd. I just want to wow myself.
That too. Yeah, actually, that's a better way to put it. Well, getting to this from the 4 to the 5, this 8 might come into play here. Or the 9. Hung it anyway. Caught the outer points.
That wasn't even the Didio pocket.
No. I'll tell you what. Watching Dave Coles, he was playing against Greg Andler the previous match, and both of them really struggled on this table.
Really?
Yeah. Dave really had a hard time.
I know it definitely seems to play a lot faster than the other ones I played on today.
It does.
Did you overstretch this one when they put the cloth on?
I think they did it just right. I think it's the perfect table for the KO challenge.
I think so too. I think it definitely played good. Just got to be accurate. Just watch your speed.
Yeah, when you're giving away $7,000, for a finals for 575 and under Fargo, you're not going to make it play easy.
Well, you don't want 6-inch pockets either.
Absolutely. Anybody can win that, and you may as well just play on a valley again. Which, the way my game is in disrepair, I think playing on a valley would be maybe a confidence builder. All right, Tylor with kind of a touchy shot because he's got to pull this back about where the cue ball is right now and hit it rather well.
Yeah, that was real nice. Sometimes at that little angle, it slides just a little before the draw takes, and then you run into that nipple or scratch in the side or something like that.
Outer points. Can't say that word, Bill.
But that draw took perfect.
Not an easy shot for Tylor Westhuis to get from the 7 to the 8. I think he's going to have to just roll forward and take what the table gives him. Otherwise he's going to be jacked up against the rail, and that's not an easy shot.
Looks like he's going to try and stun over, maybe. Yeah.
Hit it good.
Yeah.
Tiernan Tots. Valley forever. Nope. If you want to improve your game, if you want to play better pool, practice on a diamond table. I've talked about it on the stream many times, Bill, where when you and I first started playing, 40 years ago, playing on a valley table, you only had to concentrate on every other shot, it seemed like, because you could hit a diamond off, and a lot of times it would still go in, as long as you weren't pounding the heck out of it. Now, on a diamond table, you want to improve your game, you have to concentrate on every single shot, because there's no hitting the outer points and it's still going in. Makes you a better player.
I think the main thing, too, is you can trust the table. If you want to slow roll something, you can. If you want to medium stroke something, you just shoot it. You don't have to worry about any kind of table rolls getting you. That's probably one of the biggest reasons I like them, is you can just trust the table for the most part.
Absolutely. Yep, you can slow roll just about anything.
It's one less thing to think about, one less thing in your head.
Yeah, on a valley table, if you slow roll something, God only knows where it's going to end up. Well, it looks like Tylor might be electing to play this 3-7 combo. Blake's getting a little animated over there. Dear Lord. Might have an aneurysm, I think. Should have got that on camera. That'd be fun for the viewers.
Tylor made a nice combo there. It didn't get rewarded a whole lot with where the 3 ended up.
I think I'd tuck this cue ball right behind the 5. Little draw right. Draw it into the rail. Put the 3 down by the upper left-hand corner and stick that cue ball tight.
My aggressive nature says cut the 3 to the left.
Dear Lord, no. Dear Lord, no. The 5's going to take all the momentum off the cue ball.
I know it's not the right shot. That's just the first thought that runs through my head.
Jesus, I think he's looking at it too. Is he playing the carom? He might be. I think he's eyeing up the carom.
That
Hit
wouldn't
the 3
be the
nice
worst thing.
I don't know if he can hit this 3 thin enough. I didn't think so. He hit that pretty thin too.
Yeah. It didn't move very far at all.
He's actually very fortunate that Tom didn't get a straight-in shot on this 3 ball to get to the 4. Otherwise, that would have cost him another game.
No, Fred, I haven't played on that new Valley yet. Have you, Dale?
I have not. I heard about it, though. So a couple things. Yeah, Jim. Jamie Welch, even though he lost his very first match, and actually that was on the stream table, he definitely has caught a gear. I watched his earlier match, and he's back to the old Jamie Welch. Yeah. Tiernan Tots, shag carpet and river rolls, no doubt about it. You know, and back in the day, on a Valley table, you had a cue ball that was just a little bit larger than the rest of the balls. So that way, it would come back down to the other end of the table. And if you had a really good stroke, you could draw it about 1.5 inches. If you were lucky. You know, so playing draw strokes or anything else is, speed control was so hard to manage. You know, and then you got better cloth. Simonis came out with better cloth, and, you know, it made Valley's play a little bit better.
Technically, that cue ball would be like a light cue ball, only just oversized, which does make it heavier in the end.
Yep.
But there's no magnet in it. I still play on a tournament back in Thorpe occasionally, and one of the bars there they have 2 tables in there. One of them has that oversized cue ball, but there's no magnet. It's a light ball, but man, does it really take some stroke to get it to move at all.
Right. No, thank you. All right, Tom for a 3-1 lead. Oh, wait. Is it 3-1 or 3-0? Tylor won a game. Yeah, got to be 3-1. The chat will correct me, I promise.
I can look too.
So apparently, Bill, you just walked through Tiernan Todd's tournament a couple of weeks ago on Valleys. Is this true? I'm not sure who Tiernan Tots is, but
I was up at Brandon and Sammy's.
that might be the one he's talking
That was
about.
a Friday night 9-ball qualifier. That was a couple good matches in that. I had one person went to the hill with me. But yeah, I actually played pretty well in that tournament. I ended up winning that.
Nice. Now you play with a pea shower, right? Just kidding. Just kidding.
I do own one, too.
I do too, and I haven't gotten it out to play with it yet. Ever. Actually, no, I take that back. I have 2 pea showers. One sitting at home and one in my case here.
Yeah, it is 3-1 they got.
3-1 probably wasn't up. Oh, okay. So it is right. Excellent. So the way this tournament works, if you have not joined us for any of the previous matches, this is kind of it's a matchroom style event. So what that means is they play through, I think it's either 3 rounds or 4 rounds today. If you make it out of today, all of them will come back tomorrow. Hang on a second. I have to go watch a hit. What did I miss? Tom getting bad shape on the 3.
Yeah. This is the right shot on the 2. He just overhit it a little bit. So, yeah, they're playing 4 rounds through the winner side. And whatever that equals out to, it's probably like 7 rounds on the loser side. And then it all goes to a single elimination tomorrow.
Yep. And the race lengthens.
Yeah, I think, does it go to 9 instead of 7? And then there's the
I think
finals
it's
13?
9 and 11 for the
9 and 11?
finals. Yeah. Looks like Tom's going for the safety here.
I don't think those new valleys are called Top Cats. I think that was a higher end valley that they've been making. I think, was it maybe a Black Cat maybe? I can't remember what it is. I think the Top Cats were out previously, so they got a real nice design all around the outside.
Okay.
I think it was just a higher end valley, but
yeah, and quite honestly, that's a good table for your house. You know, if you're not going to play a whole lot of tournaments or anything, and you want to bat the balls around.
Well, and if you're not moving it too, then they stay level.
Yep.
I mean, I understand why a lot of the bars move their table, whether it's to have a DJ or dancing or something like that.
Yeah,
Special
karaoke or
functions.
you
Yeah.
name it.
Yeah, anything. So I understand why they have to move it, but if you have anybody even coming in there and putting $1 into that table to play a game of pool, it just would be nice if they leveled it when they put it back.
For sure.
Yeah, that's it, Fred. The Pro Cats. Send you a picture.
Wow. That's a nice looking table, actually. Thanks, Fred.
I know they had a lot of people putting input on those and some advice. They had a handful of people directly help with the design work on it. I know John Stitch was one of them.
Okay. Oh, nice shot. That's a beauty by Tom Rosemeyer.
So is your favorite game the same game you think you play the best at?
Yes. Yeah, without a doubt. I don't know.
Which
So
one is it?
back in 9-ball, which is why I'm so disappointed I'm not playing. So, back in Sheboygan, that's when 9-ball first came out. No, I shouldn't say that. It's when 9-ball became really big on ESPN, and I was watching guys like Kim Davenport playing Stroke Zone Target Pool, and almost every tournament in Sheboygan, whether it be at Dave's Who's In or Sly's or Scores or the Downtown Club, almost everything was 9-ball. So I became. I played every night of the week. My girlfriend at the time, we built a house together, and I had a 8-foot Fisher in my basement with the old side-by-side nickel slots, 10 cents a game. And I had John Kutnick put in the new Simonis cloth on it. So I played all the time. And I remember down in Scores, the very first diamond table that was introduced to Sheboygan was at Scores. Josh Mertzig owned it. We had, on some Friday nights, 60 guys.
Holy moly.
On a Friday night tournament. We wouldn't finish until 6 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning. Played all night. R. Lamar was there. Craig Powers, Tim Senna. Everybody was there. Here's the and I don't like to sit and I used to play really well, and I'm very proud of that. At Scores, I became one of the tournament directors, and I won. And this is Ziggy, Z-Man. Everybody was there. Kutnick was there every Friday. I won that tournament 16 weeks in a row.
In a row?
16 weeks in a row. I did not miss.
Oh, no.
Oh, my gosh. So, and again, I played every single day of the week. That's all I did was play pool. And, which is probably a good reason why she's now my ex-girlfriend. Actually, I know it is.
Primary reason.
Yeah. But that is when, I started going to Dean Raisler's tournaments.
Mm-hmm.
So he had the casino tournaments all around Wisconsin, and they had the finals up in Kashina. And it was, if you had to qualify, you had to play in a lot of the other tournaments, so on and so forth. Otherwise, you didn't get to play. And it was a 64-player field, and I won the whole thing. It was, I think I walked out of there with $6,000 total and a brand new Jacoby.
Yep.
Those were fun days.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it wasn't the same one because I know actually lost to Jeff Brown. I ended up getting third in one of those finals tournaments And for getting third with the Calcutta, I still won $3,500. Those were nice payout tournaments back
No
then.
doubt. Chalk Talk Tour, Scotty Herbeck.
Yep.
And who was running the other one? I can't think of his name right now. Anyway, it was pool every weekend, no matter what. I was down at the Carom Room all the time. It's... Damn, I miss those days. Sometimes.
So was that must have been just after when he started calling it more of the casino tour. Before that, he was calling it big dog tournaments. They were just individual tournaments. Some of the early days we played like a Carter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That was
the big Three Lakes tournament.
Three Lakes was a great tournament. I went to a couple of those.
Best 5-man tournament in the state back then.
Yep. I think for me, 9-ball is my favorite game. I think it's just a really fun game to play. You can let the stroke out sometimes, and sometimes you need to. I think I tend to play just a hair better 8-ball than rotation, but I like 9-ball, and I like 10-ball quite a bit too, but I think I like 9-ball. It's just a fun game to me.
For what? So what reason is that? Why is 9-ball more fun for you?
Just because I like to let the stroke out, just for that personal reward when you move the cue ball and you make a little curve on a draw angle shot, and just to try and get position because I play terrible position.
Okay.
So sometimes you got to let that stroke out, and to me that's just a fun game to do it in. You do that too much in 8-ball, and I don't care how many other options you have, you're going to run out of options. And
yep.
you miscued there possibly.
Oh, for sure. Or just I think he understroked it.
Yeah, I think now looking at it on the second screen there, I think it actually looked more like a jab stroke. I don't think he was afraid of miscuing over the one. He jabbed it.
Yeah, it's like he let up right at the end of the shot.
Yeah.
Sorry, we're not doing a whole lot of commentating on the match, but we usually don't hear it Outer Points Productions anyway. We do our best, but okay, we do half of our best. So Fred Renner says, okay, got your tight pockets like a diamond on there. The wooden Nickeldale has new one where we shot last. Oh, gotcha. All right, that's good to know, Fred. Jim's got Andy Cloth on his Valley table. Really can't tell a difference from Simonis. Yeah, I like Andy Cloth. I think it's very comparable.
Yeah, I've just played on that once or twice at Vibes.
Yep.
Just going there and playing on his tables, I couldn't really tell much of a difference. I think you'd almost have to play on the tables back to back to really tell any difference between them.
Very good evening to you as well, Backyard Billiards. It's nice to have you joining us here for Wisconsin Billiards Hall of Fame weekend. This is our 7th year. John Kramer has done an amazing job of putting this together yet again. Had a fabulous banquet and induction ceremony of 4 players last night.
It was very, very good.
Food
good
was
meal.
What'd you have for the dinner?
I had the beef tips.
Okay.
And my wife had the salmon.
Cod.
Or cod, was it? Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
cod.
right, cod. She had the fish.
Fish. Yeah, Mrs. Cheddar had the beef tips as well. I had the chicken. It was phenomenal. It was so good.
I haven't. They did the beef tips a little different. I never seen them
On a potato.
in the skin. Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty
They
cool.
scooped out about a third of the potato and made mashed potatoes with that, and then the rest of it was filled with beef tips.
Yeah, it's really good.
I was surprised it was. I like a good baked potato too once in a while, and that's what it was. It was a baked potato with the beef tips in there.
Indeed. Thanks for joining us from South Carolina. Actually, Backyard Billiards, I have seen you in several of the other chats. I've seen you, I believe, in Post Up, Collins Newey, and I think I seen you with Melina Mike a couple of times. I recognize the stream name, or screen name, sorry. Thanks for joining us. What's going on at Gary Crow's? Good evening. Thanks for joining us. Kind of a touchy shot with that side pocket. Yeah, and I think Tom's biggest fear there was that side pocket. Because if you draw it too fast or too straight, I don't know if it would have went in, but it was definitely going to catch one of the outer points, and it did. Unfortunately, he missed the ball.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he put on that cue ball. That acted really funny when it hit the rail and just killed on there. And it didn't look like he caught the point clean. Looked like it was just past the outer point, but it still came off really funky. Oh, we got a really good one starting here on the next table over.
Billy the Kid taking on, oh my gosh,
Chad Elston.
Chad Elston. Yeah, that's going to be a good match. We might even tune in for a little bit of that. Billy the Kid coming out of retirement for the Wisconsin Billiards Hall of Fame weekend. Right there he is in the green shirt. Everybody is super thankful that Billy has not been playing in state championships because he's won all of them about 10 times.
Yep.
I believe the tournament directors might be a little happy about that too because they can go a little faster. I'm just kidding. Kind of. Okay, I'm really not. All right, obviously Tylor took that one down. Otherwise, I wouldn't have moved the camera over there. It was kind of a basic out. Stop on the 7 for the 9. So let's watch Billy break. See if he's got a good game yet. Ah, that's terrible.
He almost made 6 balls.
Yeah. Yeah, I would have broken ran that one if I wouldn't have broke dry. Yeah, heard that before. All right. Tylor breaking dry himself. Oh, no, he didn't. He made the 6 ball. Oh, he made another ball, too. Yeah, 3 ball. 6 and the 3. So, yeah, nowhere near dry.
I got a funny little story with Billy.
Everybody has one of those, Bill. What is it?
First time I met him, I think it was the Merrill 5-man team tournament. Traveling around town type tournament. He was like 18 or something, 18, 19 years old. He wasn't even supposed to be in the bars, but it was getting late. He knew the owners. They'd let him in there as long as he didn't cause any trouble, like a lot of us when we were underage.
No.
So we got done with a team match, and there was an open table, and he comes up to me and says, "Oh, let's gamble." I'm like, "Nah, I don't usually do that." But he's like, "Oh, come on, let's just play a little race to 5 for 20. Just keep it cheap and He just wanted a little action. I'm like, all right, fine, whatever. So we end up going back and forth a couple of games, and it got to be bar closing, so they kicked everybody out, and we didn't get to finish our set. It was about 7 years later, we finally played a couple more games and finished that set, and
Holy crap.
he got me on the hill.
Oh, man. 6 or 7 year match.
Yeah.
Man, that's a long match.
And
I mean, I thought Billy played slow, but 6 or 7 years, holy shit.
And we would see each other when after a couple years later, he'd start going to the casino tournaments and things, and we would see each other all the time. Just never had a chance to match up and finish it, and we just laughed and joked. We really didn't even care about finishing it. It was just kind of entertaining to ourselves more than anything at the time. And then one day we just happened to see each other, and I said, how about we just finish those last couple games?
Love it. All right, Tom went fishing for a 9-ball there. Good attempt at it, but still on the table, so.
And that's just a perfect example of what this weekend is all about, with the Hall of Fame and things, with the camaraderie and the friendship, and everybody talks about the family thing, and that's exactly what we had with that. It was just camaraderie and friendship, and we, like I said, we joked and laughed about it every time we saw each other, and eventually finished it just because, not that either one of us wanted to or cared, but we, no one got upset that we couldn't finish. It was just the camaraderie.
It's like anything else in life, Bill. You've got good people and you got not so good people in every walk of life. But for the most part, my opinion anyway, I think the pool community is getting stronger. I believe that there's better sportsmanship. I believe there is better attitude around the table sometimes, because there's several streams, mine included, that if you're going to act like a complete ass, you're just not going to play anymore. Yep. And word has gotten out on several events that it's just not going to be tolerated anymore. State tournaments, WISPA is great for that. You either act like a human being and treat your opponent like a human being, or you just don't get to play anymore.
Yeah, it's come a long ways, especially out in the public.
How often do you have Kim Davenport walk into your booth and say, "Hey, I need my cues, man"?
I'm surprised he trusted you with them.
Yeah, no doubt. Me too.
You didn't sell them yet.
Not yet. Raffle them off.
Yeah, like you were saying too, you said you had a Fisher. That was the first table I actually owned too, was a Fisher. Mine was a 7-foot, originally a bar table. When we first moved to Wisconsin, my mom and dad owned a bar, or bought a bar, and it came with a table, and that was a 7-foot coin-op Fisher.
Oh, yeah. I tell you, those things had the tightest freaking pockets.
The side pockets were the worst.
Oh, my God, that thing was brutal.
I had a good friend of mine, Bob Fink, he put all new rubber and everything on there, and he tried to shim the side pockets, make them a little better. And it was a little better, but there was no help in those old Fishers.
Nope.
And that was just a single quarter table, but I talked to a lot of people that were coming in and out of my mom and dad's bar at the time, and they remember when that was just a dime table.
Yep, that's what mine was. And excuse me a second.
Well, that was a nice little roll that Tom got there. And you missed the 5 and hook him on behind the 7. Yeah, those fishers with the side pockets, it's almost like the wood came in. Every time you shot anything into that side pocket, it hit the wood and bounce right out and just kind of kill the ball. They just were not, those side pockets were not forgiving at all. And then you shim them just a little bit in the corners, and then the corners would play great. That was a nice jump and hit there. Oh, yeah, and he got a nice little roll, too. It pays to get a hit, everybody. Bill Larson, I think everybody's missed you. Where you been? Looks like that 5 is just barely off that rail. You almost have to figure out some sort of a safe here. Oh, he went for it.
You know I added you to the chat already, right? Facebook Messenger. I'm not. All right, we're back. Had to do a little housekeeping in the booth, collect some money. That's always fun. Do we have the right score, Bill? Is it 3-3 yet? No way. It can't be. Check that out.
All right. I'll look quick.
Justin Ellingson. Yes, I'm still in the booth. Haven't left. I have now been here for 14 hours. Yay.
Tylor's up 4-3.
Excellent. Thank you. Yeah. Bill Larson, we sure did. Boy, did we miss you.
Quick little update across the upper bracket. The Mason and Troy Miley are 2-2. Yeah, John Kramer is up 4-0 on Steve Hayes.
Holy cow.
Yeah, that's a tough one there.
Look at this shape. Wow.
Jeremy Feckenhauer and Anthony Shea are just getting ready to start.
Anthony Shea is the one that
so.
just beat Kim Davenport 7-3.
Yeah, he's been playing really strong. I was watching
Yeah, he's
him
like
play.
a 640 Fargo, right?
Not quite. But at 615.
Is he? No.
Yeah.
Is he really?
Yeah, when I looked him up earlier, he's only a 615, but he's really playing better than that.
I would say a 615 beating a 33. Come on. Something's not right.
And Billy's up on Chad Elston 3-1 after a 9-ball break that he just had.
Just got a message from Justin Ellingson. He sent me a picture of his buck. Got a 4-pointer. Or does that count as 6, Justin? I don't know. Bill, are you a deer hunter? Right? Does that count as 6?
Looks like 6 to me.
Yeah, those tines look long enough.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Nice. It looks like about...
It's not as long as it's not a mule deer or an elk or something like that where they go 3x3 or whatever you want to call it.
Right. Looks like it maybe about 130, 140 pounds, Justin, roughly. That'd be my guess. Something's wrong with that. All right, Tom Rosemeyer going a little too far on this 6-ball. So he's got a bit of a slider. Very makeable. No reason to panic. Actually, I would just pocket it, let the cue ball come around the 9, and you're going to have a shot on the 8-ball. Yeah, just like I said, come around the 9. Oh boy.
Just got to the 50-yard line.
Yep. Yeah, maybe about the 45. But, this is another one of the shots. Just make it.
Yeah.
Should come 2 rails and have perfect shape for the 9. Just don't miss it. Don't really want to say that in the Vincent Didio Memorial pocket here. That'll usually end up biting you right in the ass. Oh, fly landed on the table. That's annoying. I tell you, they're bad this year. The flies.
When I played this morning on the stream. And I was wondering why there's not a single fly in the whole house until you come up back to the stream table and they're all over the place.
It's that LED light.
Are you
Serious?
sure?
Because,
Are you sure?
because it's so. It is, because every other table, even though the table is well lit, that's a great shot by Tom. With the LED, it's so much brighter than any of the other tables. The table itself is brighter, and the surrounding area, so they're just naturally attracted to it. It's annoying.
Thought maybe there's some stinky cheddar over here.
Oh, there's that too. I promise. That's why a lot of guys don't want to commentate with me anymore.
Yeah, it's pretty small in this booth here. Not much ventilation.
No, I got the fart sucker over there. All right, all knotted up at 4 apiece. It's kind of a long match for 9-ball,
Is
It's not a long match for the knockout challenge. I knew what you were doing.
Those 9-hour matches?
I knew exactly what you were doing.
The 9-hour typo match I put in?
Yeah. And it's no offense to any of the guys that are in it. I hope nobody takes it that way. But some of the matches have gone way too long.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising because it doesn't appear that they necessarily are playing slow. I think everybody's playing at a pretty decent pace. Then you get some safety games, and then you get a few more safety games.
Yeah, it really adds a lot of time. And I don't blame the guys, to be quite honest with you.
No.
There's a lot of money on the line.
Yeah, there's a lot at stake, especially being single elimination.
Yep.
The wife just texted me wondering where I'm at. She always tries to keep track, whether it's on CompuSports or any of the sites. She wants to know how I'm doing. She's seen I lost a while ago, and she's wondering what I'm taking so long to get home for.
What are you doing, Bill?
She also knows I know so many people here that she knows I'm watching someone play.
Here, let me have your phone. Put it on camera for a second. There you go.
Yeah, she's gonna like that. I'm sure.
Send that to her.
Sending it right now. He just took a selfie of us, and it's not pretty.
Nope. That should get a good giggle at home.
Oh, yeah. She just enjoys keeping up. She watched the stream when I was on it earlier, and then, of course, had to call me right away when it was done.
Sure. What happened?
It didn't exactly fare very well for me. Realistically, I only missed 2 shots. Jeremy just shot really good. And he had a couple times and he missed, and he played some good saves. One thing that I was pretty happy with, I did not give up one ball in hand. All those saves he played, and the couple that he did miss and hooked me, I kicked and got hits. That made me feel pretty good.
We have some onlookers here that are obviously not pool players. That's all right. Welcome to the varsity club.
That's right.
On WIBHOF weekend. Well, it's a race to 3 to stay in the tournament. Oh, wait. This the winner's side yet? Or is this the one-loss side? Hey, don't you know? You know what, Fred? Yes. That has happened, and I think honestly, from what I've heard, because being in construction my whole life, people have said that it literally happens because of the vibration of the saw and the noise itself. But I have had flies attracted to that. Same thing with when I'm running my table saw.
This is a match on the loser side.
All right.
The winner of this is going to get to play Jeff Martin.
Okay.
You know, I think even worse than the flies is, you know, I cut trees for a living. And when you get the mosquitoes, or sometimes you'll even get flies too, but mostly mosquitoes and the gnats and stuff flying around your head when you're trying to use a chainsaw, that's just not fun.
Oh, no. No.
Not fun.
That's not something you want to swat at when you have a chainsaw in your hands either.
Yeah.
You lose an arm. All right. Tylor making the 4-9 combo and pulling out to a 1-game lead again.
I thought they were tied.
Oh, yeah. Tied at 4-5. Thank you, Bill. I make that mistake all the time. Matt Strong math there. I'm not sure he made it past the 5th grade. Looks like Chad Elston is about to pocket the 8-9 over there against Billy. Hey, 9-ball break. 9-ball in the side, and that counts.
Yeah, the only time it doesn't count is on the bottom 2 where you rack.
Yep.
For this tournament.
Golden break. That's the first one on the stream table. I think. Wow. Maybe there's been like 3. The whole knockout challenge. And that was one of the things that the guys were kind of worried about. So I created a group chat for every one of the knockout challenges, and that was one of the discussions of how are you going to play a 9-ball break. It's 9-ball, so it counts. Oh, what about the bottom 2 and everything else? And like I said, there's been like 2.
Right. Well, the thing to remember is your races are really long.
Yeah.
It's not like you're just racing to 3 and you get a 9-ball break. You know, when your races are 9 or 10 or 11, you know, then you get a 9-ball break. It's not a huge
It's not as
match
detrimental.
changer.
Yes, I agree. You're playing a race to 6 or 7, yeah, then it could bite you right in the rear end.
When it really sucks is when the guy's on the hill breaks
Oh
and
my
gets a
God,
9 and then
that's the
walks away.
That's the worst.
I actually have done that once in a tournament.
It's it's the most horrible feeling. All right, he is going to hook himself butt good, and typically this is when he'll kick at the 3 and pocket the 9. I'm telling you, watch it happen.
Do you use the 3 foul rule in the KO?
Yes, just in 10-ball.
Just in 10-ball only.
Yep. Nice save. Very nice save. So if you've never been to the varsity club in Oshkosh, Oshkosh is a college town. And so we've got UW 0, UW Oshkosh. And on a Friday, Saturday night when college is back in session, this place is packed with college kids. And they are starting to roll in droves. Pool tournament? What's that? Well, it's a game with 6 pockets. Excellent hit by Tom Rosemeyer, and I believe he may have. Yeah, I don't think Tylor can. He might be able to see an edge of this three. That's about it.
Oh, it's so deceiving. I can't really tell whether it's the camera or looking out the window.
Yeah, can't tell either. Let's go to the overhead. See what that looks like. I think he can see a piece of the.
Yeah.
Nope.
It looks like
He's going for the vertical cue here.
that doesn't necessarily mean he couldn't see it. He just might want to get a more full hit to try and combo a ball in.
Amen. Oh, Roger Pregler said it's homecoming for UW Oshkosh tonight, too. Holy crap, this place is going to be packed. We may have to be shooing some people out of here, away from the table.
Jeez,
Let's
it was
get
already
security over here.
a couple hours ago, and I was just finishing up my match when I played Sean Henning, and I had people coming over to ask what's going on, if there was any tables available. I'm like, no, not today.
Nope, not today.
So maybe in a few more hours, you get 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock at night, maybe they'll start opening up for someone to rent them, but you don't think even by then, huh?
Nope. Doug said we are probably going to run every table until about midnight or 1 o'clock. Perfect shape on the 6 ball to just float this in. Straight in shot on the 7 and the straight in shot on the 9. All right. Take a look at it, I guess.
You definitely don't have to do anything fancy here.
Nope.
He rolled just far enough to give him a little bit of angle, it looks like.
Yeah, the only thing about being completely straight on is now his shot on the 9 is going to be against the rail as well, so. I tell you what, Danya Bundy is taking out the guys left and right here. Took out Tommy Lloyd in the previous match and just took out Vincent Didio. All right, this 9 ball to make it 6-5. I don't like that view.
Yep, nice and smooth.
Looks like John Fields is playing BCA Hall of Famer Mr. Kim Davenport over there. Got a score on that? Or did they just start? I think they may have just started.
Yeah, I can tell you here in just 1 second. It is 2-2.
Okay. Kim at the table.
A little update here with Jamie Welch is up 3-2 on Josh Nelson. Gary Voska and Sean Henning are just getting ready to start. And then the winner of this still has to play Jeff Martin. He's sitting in the weeds waiting.
Right there is Mr. Davenport himself, and to the left of him is John Fields. So that's going to be a good match. Gary would get out of the way. Jeez. What is he thinking? I say we try to get as close as we can here. Shall we? Oh, look at that. That's a nice picture. Tom's still figuring out what he's going to do here, so I promise you, you are not missing anything right now. He is standing at the table wondering what to do next. So we're going to hang out and watch Kim a little bit.
Over on the winner side, we got Mason is up 6-3 on Troy Miley. John Kramer finished off Steve Hayes 7-0.
Whoa.
Wow.
Whoa.
John is on this weekend.
Yep, he said every WIBHOF weekend he does not bring his A game. And this year he said he came to play.
You know, it's like that a lot at WSPA too, because he runs his booth, and it's really hard for him to focus and concentrate at pool when he's running his booth, and he's always thinking about when he leaves his booth. He's always thinking about the booth and who's helping him and who's taking money and making sure nothing's going wrong there. So it's just very difficult. No different than any tournament director trying to play in their own tournament.
Yeah, it's next to impossible. And people don't realize too that as a tournament director, or like when we do the Ronald McDonald House or the Veterans Tournament or anything, like, people have no idea. And I mean, unless you've done fundraising or tournament director or putting a tournament together, it is a daunting task. There is a lot that goes on behind that most
well,
don't realize.
Even some of the small tournaments, just a regular bar tournament, you might have 16 people. You're always thinking about getting someone to drink or getting, even like the bar owners trying to play in the same tournament.
Yeah.
Getting someone a drink or making food at the same time. And then you got to go and play a match, and it's just so difficult.
Yes, it is. Well, Tylor with an opportunity to put this match to bed. Rattles the 2-ball. Bringing Tom back to the table again. So, interesting. Tylor might be feeling a little bit of the pressure.
Al Denny just won his match. He's putting a nice little run together. He actually had a tough one with Derek Tushek. Neither one of them played all that good in that match earlier today, but they're both going strong still.
Chip in a chair.
That's right.
What's the score of the Billy Chad match there? I've seen Chad at the table an awful lot.
Yep. That match is 4-4.
Okay. Good match.
Chad's got ball in hand, too, on the 2-ball. Trying to figure out the pattern he wants.
All right. Tom pocketing the 3 down there. I don't know if he can see the full 4-ball to pocket this. I
No.
don't think so.
It does not look like it from here.
No. Looking at the camera view that you guys can see from home, it looks like he's got enough of the 4-ball, but I promise you he does not.
I would be really surprised if he can see enough to make that.
Oh, Bill Sorensen's in the chat. That's cool. Is that your wife?
That'd be my wife.
I knew it.
Look, he's on the hill, too.
I've heard that before.
Oh, unbelievable.
What?
We got to get our eyes checked because there's no way I thought he
Tylor.
had enough room.
Tylor just looked up at me in the booth. He's like, what? So he had so much right-hand spin on that, he actually threw the ball in. That was impressive.
And he threw it a lot, too, because it
A
went into the
lot.
side rail.
Yeah, look at where the cue ball ended up. Jeez Louise.
That was a phenomenal shot.
I'm impressed. All right, I say we go hill. I'm ready for it.
Let's do it. This could get a little dicey. If he decides to go 2 rails with the cue ball, he might scratch in the side.
Mm-hmm.
You run straight up and down, and you come right in line with that 9.
I think I'd put a little bit of right on this. Just not a ton. You know, kind of get the cue ball just.
More straight up and down with a touch of right.
Yeah.
Maybe not quite get to the side rail.
He's going high left. Hit it
Nice.
great, too.
Very nice.
Hit it great.
Good speed. Very nice.
Waiting for the flies to get out of the way again. All right. Hill it is. Fantastic. Good stuff. Wouldn't have it any other way at WIBHOF weekend.
Was that the other night? Did you say you had 50-year-old cheddar?
25-year-old.
Aged cheddar?
25-year-old from Maggie Schultz.
Are you sure you
Mike.
ate that all? It's not any crumbs under the table or something over there?
There might be.
Attracting these flies?
There's a possibility.
How is that much different? I've never had aged cheddar like that. How is that much different than
It's
regular?
like a fine wine, you know. 57-year-old cheddar here. It's an acquired taste.
Yeah.
Or it'll make you sick too. I think, and correct me if I'm wrong. If I guarantee you, somebody will tell me in the chat if I am. It gets, it's got a little more bite to it. You know, when it gets to be aged. You know, aged sharp cheddar becomes. It's just got that kind of that tangy taste to it. I'll wait for the comments to start flowing in here. All right, Tom Rosemeyer breaking from the exact same spot again, pocketing the 3 ball. The only trouble he has is the 4. Everything else is really wide open. So he's got to find a way from that from the 2 to the 4.
Most likely you just to get anywhere down there and you play it safe. You're not really looking to break it out off the 2.
100%. And having the 7 there makes it even better yet.
More balls to hide
Yeah,
behind.
he can hide behind. Oh, didn't want to. Oh, look at this.
No one ever wins a tournament without getting a little luck.
Bill, how many times can you count in your career when it goes hill, it's the longest game of the entire match? It is, because the balls, almost every time when it's hill, the balls are never out in the middle of the table. You know, something is tied up, somebody gets a roll, or, you know.
Yep. The longest ones are when you're sitting in the chair, hill, and you're waiting for the other person to break, and they run the table, and you don't even get a turn. That's a long game sitting over there waiting.
No doubt. And painful.
Yeah. Long, painful game.
Here's what I don't like about what Tylor is doing is this is going to be really hard for Tylor to keep this cue ball on the table. I'm going to go to the other side of the room. I got a feeling this cue ball is going to end up off the table. It's such a sharp angle to try and pocket the one.
I think he's going to go full into it.
Oh, yeah. But if he would have actually tried to make it instead of, you know, just getting a good hit, obviously got to get a good hit and maybe hoping for the best. But if he would have hit that at a sharp angle, I don't think it.
Yeah. It's so close to the side rail. You come off on that thin, and the cue ball's back up in the air, and that's off the table.
Yeah.
No, I think he was definitely trying to jump bank that one behind the 5. I think that was his intent. One good option about doing that, or one good thing, if you just would have kicked to the end rail and pushed the one ball to the other end of the table, now you're starting to put the 1 and 9 closer to each other, that anything can happen.
Yep. He's got an angle on this 2 in the side to run into the 7 ball and potentially kick it out, but that is not a shot I would take on. I like what you were saying earlier, Bill, of, you know, just pull this back to the rail. Damn it, where's my telestrator? Son of a... I really need to get that thing in here.
Yeah, if he stays on the short side of the 7,
yeah,
more towards the corner, then he can play the 4 into the end rail and lock up the cue ball behind the 9.
Yep.
So it looks like that is actually my daughter, my youngest daughter, my 10-year-old, that is watching and listening on our tablet at home, apparently. Hi, Sophie.
I'll tell you what, I think I'm going to have to go out and tell Blake Waldo to keep it down. He's really starting to...
Well, the only thing I would say is John can do that too. Sean Hanna, Ding Dong Daddy.
It's actually really loud out there. Yeah, I don't think anybody can hear him. I'm a little shocked that Tom missed that 2 ball. He was so concerned about where the cue ball was going to end up and breaking the 4, and
yeah, he definitely did. He ran right into that 7, and it broke it out to a point. Now the 4 is makeable.
yeah, Tyler's not going to be happy with this result. Going to give Tom another shot at the 2 on the side. I think this is so thin, though. I don't know if he can pull this back away from the 5. You know, without running into the 5 or the 6.
I don't think he can get back to the 5. I think he's going to run into the 6. And even if he misses them into the side rail, and the cue ball comes off the end rail, he has a chance of running into him there, and he might not get down to the 4 anyways.
I think he's got to play this all the way down and come 2 rails to get to the 9. Yeah, he's got to play this past the 6. And, yeah, get the cue ball to come back. Where's my telestrator?
And that'll only take you another 6 or 8 hours to set up.
Oh, you have no idea. Especially with my technology skills. Roger Pregler. Get on it, man. Trevor Simpson. Somebody help me. What's going on, Andy Coons? Kim and LJ 3-3. That might have been a little while. Mason 1. What's going on, Scott Krieger?
Looks like he's going in the side.
This is... Yeah.
He didn't just hit one. He got them both.
And the worst part is I don't think he can see even a piece of the 4 ball.
I don't know. I think he can just see a touch of that edge. Yeah, I'm almost positive you can see a little touch of that edge.
Here's the fun thing about this. Look at where the 6 is right now.
Yeah.
So the 6 to get to the 7 is going to be brutal. And the 7 to the 8, if you're not straight in on the 7, you're not going to get on the 8. It's like I was saying before, Bill. You know, it's always the last game. They're like this every single time when it's Hill.
You called it.
Well, it's like the players, and I've done it myself. I mean, 100 times. It's not like you're playing to win anymore.
Well,
you're playing to not lose.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And even a majority of these shots, it's not like the nerves are even getting. I mean, there's a couple on the side, but the nerves, it's just the way the ball's laid.
Yeah.
Made the rack difficult from the very beginning.
100%.
That was a quality shot
Yeah,
right there.
that's a good shot. I'll tell you what, if he does get ball in hand, I think I would actually attempt to play this 4 off the 6 just to get it a little ways away from the rail. It's not an easy shot, but it's either that or I'd play the 4 in the side and try to run into the 6 a little bit or something. Oh, Billy's jumping over there. Sorry, I can't get the camera over there quick enough. Well, let's see what he decides to do. 6 balls to victory.
Do you think that little bit that the 6 is off the rail, you have any room for forgiveness? If he just shoots the 4 in the side clean and follows up to get straight as he can on the 5, then he could still run the 6 down, but he's going to be so straight, he's almost going to have to play another safe on the 7 or a 7-8 combo.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. To get out from where the 6 is, I don't think is a possibility.
Yeah, it really doesn't look like it. When you start getting further into the rack, then it's just not looking good there.
Yeah, and Tylor recognizes what's, the trouble with that 6 ball, which is why he's taking so long in. He's got ball in hand, and this is not an easy rack.
No.
Michael Park, yeah, I agree. This is what's going on, Sean Hanna? Get it together. What is he talking? You get it together.
He knows you oh so well.
Yeah, true. Yep, Michael Parker, this is a good match. This is fun.
For sure.
Sean Henning up 3-1 over Gary Voska. Thanks for the updates. Andy Coons. See, I would not play it this way. Now he's got an angle on the 5. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
Unless he intentionally is going to go short side. He's drawing. Oh, no, middle ball.
If he's going to go back and forth across the table, that's a huge risk. And
Okay, he is going 3 rails to the short
side. That was
side.
a nice shot.
Yeah. Now he wants just a smidge of an angle. Oh, boy.
That was a creative shot, actually.
Look at what he's got. You are not going to draw between the 7 and the 9 from this angle. He could potentially try to throw it in just a smidge with low right and then draw it back, but the odds of that rattling in the upper right-hand corner are 90%. Yep, and here is the problem.
I just got to go back to that 5-ball shot. That was a very creative shot to come around 3 rails to get on the 6 again.
Yeah.
That definitely neither one of us were seeing that.
Honestly, all he needed was an inch away from the rail, and then he could have drew into almost perfect position for the 7. But this is brutal. This is a tough shot. Do you cut it and then try to get shape on the 8? It's a 2-ball window. That's literally. So if you cut it, where the 7 ball is, you have to get closer to the rail than where the 7 is to get on the 8.
You know, I think if he just shoots the 7 in and just goes down table and gets the cue right back where it is, he can thin the 8 again.
Super thin, and then go back and forth again on the 8.
3 times.
Hell no.
But
I'm playing safe here all day long. I'm going to hit this with low left and try to go run into the, or just, that stun right draw, whatever, right draw, and try to get behind the 9 ball.
Sean's saying that just cut it in. We're overthinking it, just natural shape. So just cut it into the corner, let the cue run to the other end, and then take the cut shot on the 8. Is that what you're thinking, Sean? Try and get the cue about where it is now.
He's going to try and go all the way around the table. I got a feeling. Oh, he makes the bank, and I don't know if he has a shot.
There it is again. See?
Check this out, folks. God, I love 9 ball.
Yeah, the creativity. Again, we never even once thought about banking it.
Cut it natural. There's no way in hell, Sean.
Well, he was thinking, like I was saying, if you cut it in and the cue goes back to where it was,
then
he could cut the 8. But
I get it. Then again, that's such a dangerous shot, though. That's you could sell out the whole entire match on that one mistake. This is safe all day long.
Yeah, that's what it looks like he's doing.
Just put the cue ball right where it is now. That's all he needs. Oh, he did not want it to sit in front of the side pocket. Opportunity. All he oh, sorry. My bad. How'd you like to have this shot right now? You're kicking at the 8 ball for basically the win.
I'd jump it.
What?
Yeah, I jumped that 9.
It's a half a ball.
I jump that 9 every time.
Oh, dear Lord. Dear Lord in heaven.
That's maybe 3/4 of a ball.
You're insane.
Hey, Sean's got a really good idea. I think I could go for an old-fashioned right now.
Yeah, me too.
Maybe a shot of fireball on the side, too.
That wouldn't hurt my feelings either. How many times out of 10 are you going to get over that 9 ball?
At least 9.
I'll set it up. I'll bet you $50 you don't. 9 out of 10 times.
That's really close to a ball. I'll get over a ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And get a good hit.
Yeah.
I'll bet you $50. I'll bet you
Well,
don't.
I won't bet you, but I'll do it. Old school Sean says, kick it in.
5-4 LJ over Kim.
Sean, do you even own a jump cue? Just curious.
You kick this in all day. You just get a good hit. Yeah, don't do that.
Well, the end of this rack's going to go real quick now.
Yes, this is over now. This is definitely over. All right, as usual, everybody, as soon as this match concludes, I will be shutting the stream down and starting over for our next match, and I have no idea who it is, so you are going to be just as surprised as I am. So, see you back in just a couple of minutes. Thanks, everybody.
See you later.
Thanks, Bill. You, Bill.